Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group D in Curriculum Development subject, and today we will present the material about central design of the curriculum. Central design of the curriculum. Central design starts with classroom techniques and approach. Syllabus and learning outcomes issues are not established in advance and are handled during curriculum implementation. Many of the new ways of the 198OS and 199OS reflected a central design. This means central design puts teaching methodology and learner experiences ahead of planned outcomes. Backward design begins by establishing learning outcomes, which are then used to generate material and teaching.
And the next material, the process of central design approach. Firstly, what is the need for your curriculum? What problems and issues are you targeting? What do your student needs? Ask such question before trying to design your curriculum. This will help you scope the program effectively. Moreover, it will help you integrate the school's guidelines, context, and educational policies by the government. Secondly, it is always ideal to get a visual representation of your ideas. The same goes for curriculum design in education, and necessary detail such as deadlines, student progress, exams, and activities mapping the curriculum give you an overview of what to do, exposing areas that need more work. You can even involve curriculum providers to get an expert assessment of the situation. Thirdly, now it is time to state intended outcomes that a learner will gain by participating in curriculum design. This section should include the defined outcomes, the components surrounding the outcomes, some examples, and overview of learning tendencies. And the next, this is the meaty part of the progress, as you will decide the what, when, and whys of teaching. We will always select the subjects and concepts the curriculum will cover. How this aspect interconnect with other subjects should also be on your list. This will require a further breakdown of the components. Thus, the content must be carefully structured, revamped, and designed. Now that educational program design is taking form, you need to plan its delivery. This step will focus on picking learning styles, activity design worksheet, and different delivery modes. Another crucial part of this step is to pick the right resources, focus on using high-quality ad hoc resources and equipment to keep the curriculum top-notch. And the next, once everything is finals, the production of the curriculum material will take place. You should find suggestions from existing materials for better evaluation. During this step, you will also set up the assessment criteria to track the course growth. And lastly, a process as complex as curriculum design might take some review and revamping. As a final step, you ensure that substance of the educational program with regular reviewing. Make adaptation wherever needed. Keep up with the latest policies and programs. Find better methods and etc. Keep the curriculum up to date with industry standards to ensure you are producing well-equipped learners.
Okay, I will explain the next material about example of central design approach in language teaching. Central design does not need planning as it begins with the methodology of selecting the technique
activities and method then turns to the manipulation of inputs and outputs through the teaching process. It is mainly a learner-centered approach and requires qualified teachers who are expected to have sufficient knowledge of teaching theories and techniques. Task-based dogma, post method, and the ecological classroom are current examples of syllabus that use the central design approach. So, in conclusion, central design is a learner-centered approach that requires qualified teachers with knowledge of teaching theories and techniques. It involves selecting techniques, activities, and methods, then manipulating inputs and output through the teaching process. Examples of syllabus using central design include task-based, post-method, and ecological classroom. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, that's all of our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.